We're gonna get you. That's right, everyone. According to my t-shirt right here and the poster right behind me, I finally saw the remake to Evil Dead at a free advanced screening. So, we gotta talk about it. Now, the Evil Dead remake is directed by Fede Alvarez and produced by Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi, so yes, you have some influence from the original movie. And it stars Jane Levy and a whole bunch of other actors that I really don't know. And it pretty much just is the whole film kind of follows the original Evil Dead. They go to a cabin in the woods to, I'm not going to specify what they're doing because it would kind of spoil some of the other stuff that I'm going to talk about along the way, so I promise you no spoilers in my review. But yeah, they go to a cabin in the woods, and one of them stumbles upon the Necronomicon. They read some of the spells, and boom, deadites. Now I'm not gonna lie at all about my review. I mean, it may look like that I kind of got bought into what I'm saying, like what with the T-shirt and the poster and all. But I'm gonna promise you that what I say is 100% true. This movie was awesome. I loved every little second of this movie. There are problems, but they are very minimal. This film is one of the best horror movies I have seen in years. Now, when the trailer first came out for this, I was excited from the get-go. I was even excited before the trailer even came out. I was so excited for this because when I saw the original Evil Dead, not gonna lie to you guys, even though I thought that it was a great film, it was just a bunch of fun with Bruce Campbell just making quirky little jokes and all that. It was a great film, but that film really needed the remake. It was just visually bad. It was just a really bad visual film. It really needed today's modern remake stuff, and that gets me to the first part about the great stuff in this film. There is no CGI in this movie. I don't remember if I said it in my Mama review before, but I think that I mentioned that the CGI in that film was just so bad. I was so happy that Evil Dead was going to only use practical effects, and it really shows. It looks just great. No CGI crap throughout the whole movie. It's just really worth it visually. Now on to the storytelling. The script is a little bit spotty at points, but it's pretty good. I mean, I really enjoyed the storytelling that was going along with it. But when it comes to a horror movie, it's really hard to tell a really good story. But the great thing is, the reason why they're there, it was the way that they really just kind of created a story for that over there, really just helped kind of give them excuses for staying over there when creepy stuff starts happening. I mean, that's kind of the problem with horror films. When something bad starts happening, people start staying. Like, for example, Friday the 13th, Jason's going around, he's hacking and slashing people. They stay. Even the original Evil Dead. One of them turns into a demon, and they just stay. They don't try to leave. They just stay. I know the bridge was blown out, but they can't even try to find another way until near the very end. This film had great excuses to keep them there, and I applaud it for that. The acting also in this film was just great. I loved Jane Levy's performance as Mia, aka the first chick to get possessed by one of the deadites, and she's the one that no, I don't want to give away anything, but she's definitely the best actress among the bunch. They're all really good, but the problem with the characters in this film is that usually in horror films there's no character development, so it's really hard to care for a person when they die. But I just really had a great time with it. I didn't care whether they died or not, but I was having so much fun that I really did not care at all about whether I cared or not if they died. Now let me just hop back to the gore, the visual things again, because I need to talk about the gore right now. There is a lot of blood in this movie. This is one bloody movie. If you are very squeamish when it comes to this, you must stay away from this, because there were over 100,000 gallons used. Most of the blood is in the final 20 minutes of the film, but it's just mind-blowing how much blood was used in this film. I was feeling squeamish. Some of the gore in this was squeamish, and just, oh man, I just felt myself cringing at points. It was just so, the gore was just so well done. You could tell that Sam Raimi was behind this. It felt very Raimi-ish. I was very happy for that. Way to go for the gore. I really applaud. Now, like most films, there are problems. There was kind of a tiny little problem with this film that I had, but I really don't want to get into it because then it's just really be getting into spoiler territory. So I'm just going to kind of leave it be, see if you can kind of pick it out. But it's like this little plot twist before the final 20 minutes with all the blood that I was telling you about. I'm not going to tell you about it because it would be a heavy spoiler for this film. So just see if you can kind of pick it out, see what I mean. But other than that, there's not really that much left to hate about this movie. It's just visual fun throughout the whole 90 minutes. And I just had a blast watching this film. I am going to give this film a buttered. If you don't know what that means, check out my video commenting on my new website and my new rating system, but pretty much buttered means 5 out of 5. I loved this movie. It's my favorite film of the year so far. One of my favorite modern horror movies. I just loved this film. So there you go, Evil Dead fans of Ash that were just pretty much complaining throughout the whole thing, saying Ash must be in this. It's not Evil Dead without Ash. This film was great. Ash didn't need to be in it. I just loved every single little second of this. You definitely need to see this film. It will leave you happy. There's so many homages to the original. And if you really want to be happy, stay after the credits. There's like a brief little 6-second scene that is just really worth waiting for the credits if you're a true Evil Dead fan. Just stay for after the credits. I don't want to say it because I really want you to stay after. So just do it. Stay after the credits. So anyway, that's about it for my review. I'm going to be posting a written review for this on my news website, butteredorburnt.com. It's going to be a bit longer, going to go into a little bit more detail. Still no spoilers, but I'm going to be talking a little bit more about what happened in the film. But you should definitely check it out. It'll be posted this Saturday, I promise you that. And until next time, I guess I'll see you guys later.